Okay, now it looks like we're live. Hello and welcome, and pardon the mess. We got to do some stuff here, but I want to go ahead and get the stream started. Let me throw some music up. So you got a little something something. Let me put the stream starting soon text up. There we go. Look at that. Professional stream overlay. Right. Sorry. Right. Okay, just pretend I'm pointing like right at it. Here we go. Right there. All right. We got to turn some lights on, do all kinds of stuff. But I wanted to go ahead and get the stream going. That way I wouldn't be like actually like late for once. Because I've been kind of late. Oh, hey! Jackson Zelda and Dark Admiral March here. Hello and welcome, both of you. Give me just a second. What album do I want to listen to while we're doing this? Like the stream title says, or at least it should say, I can't believe it's almost June. Like, this year is just going by so fast. It's a little kind of crazy how fast it is. I think it's Jotun, maybe? I don't remember which one this is. Let's listen to it. It's got a cool song names like Ancient Gods. Whoa, okay. There we go. That actually seems a little bit on the loud side. At least in my headset. Let me turn it down just a little bit. Take the edge off. Alright. Are you giving us the finger? Caught me. You totally caught me right there. Hey, Elizibar the Game Hunter. So like I said, I need just a minute. I got to clear my desk off, and then I'll probably have to reposition the camera right there. Oh, and I got to turn the lights on. It's been a busy day. It's been a good day, but it's been a busy day. So give me just one moment. Almost ready, as this kind of ominous sounding music plays. Hello, can you hear me? Okay, my headset cut out. I don't know if you could hear me or what. That was a little uncool on the part of my headset. That's life sometimes. Sometimes uncool things happen to cool people. And I like to think I'm a cool people. I may not be, but I like to think I am anyway. Okay, let's bring that in a little bit more. There we go. Local shops quick here in the comic shop news. That, absolutely. Kinda. Totally. Oh, did I not get a receipt from Graham Crackers? Dag nabbit. Oh well. Alright. We good to go? I think we're good to go. This song is titled Horns. I kind of like it. Man, this is a good album. A lot of these little royalty-free albums that I have the rights to use are a lot of fun. Oh, hey! Actually, before we get going here, let me actually open up this little video. Oh, I've already got it saved, don't I? Hold on. Where's VLC? Oh, I closed my VLC window. Hold on. I want to show some stupid video. Let me get the stream starting soon text off of here. And, who was it sent? It wasn't Ninja Weasel. It was Orange Joker. He sent this to me. Where is it? There it is. Alright. Let's put this over here. Make it big. Play. There we go. This is, you know, I don't even know how to describe whatever this is. Like, who peels a banana with, like, a carrot peeler? Like, come on. This is the world we live in right here. Carrot peelers. Carrot peelers. Think about it. Think about it for a minute. Carrot peelers. Dark Emerald March Harris says, Internet is buggy. BRB. Well, I hope your internet gets better. And I think the camera is pretty close to level with the surface of the desk. Let's look. Hand. And maybe not. It's like it's got a weird perspective to it. Yeah, I don't know. Something about it seems weird, but whatever. I'm not going to sit here and troubleshoot that. Let's get the music going again. And we will take a look at some stuff. So, I saw this in the 75-cent bin at Graham Crackers. I'm going to do the spiel I do every week when I'm talking. Hold on. Ooh, kind of a crescendo in the music there. I dig it. So I go to Graham Cracker Comics pretty much every week on a Wednesday. And if you go in there on Wednesday, on New Comic Book Day, you can get 3 books out of what used to be the 50-cent bin, but is now the 75-cent bin. I have to remind myself of that fact because, man, 50 cents was a good price for just some junky comic, you know? 75 cents is starting to get up into, like, I have to think about it territory. This music is way too dramatic for this. But this was the book, the first book I got out of the 50-cent bin. I actually saw, I think it was this one first. And then I looked, and then there was another book, and then there was this at the end. And I was like, wait a minute, Death of Love? I recognize that title. Yeah, I recognize that title. Donald DeLay was the artist on it. I've never read this before. I'm not even sure I've seen art of this before, except maybe like when he was posting it to promo his books, like Brutus, which I believe still has not come out yet. Can anybody confirm? Has Brutus come out? Or is he still like feuding with Nasser over the rights to it and it's never actually going to get published and into the hands of any actual human beings who would want to read it? Probably hasn't come out yet. One book I went looking for, because Mori Kyopiso was pretty good, was... Let me read this note. Marjorie Finnegan, Time Criminal. I think I looked at that a couple weeks ago, and I ended up not picking it up. And so I was looking today, and I didn't see it. But Mori Kyopa said it was pretty good, so I thought I'd look for it today, but it wasn't at Graham Cracker or Westfield, for that matter. Okay. I was just dealing with my receipt so I wouldn't lose it. This music is way too dramatic for just talking about comic books, man. I'm like, yeah, let's go! The art's okay for an indie book, but I have no idea what this is about. Although we got people popping heart or apple-shaped pills with hearts and... Wait, is it an apple or a heart? Is this like a love potion? Like, what's gonna go down? There's no way we're taking pills from a stranger. Chick by every girl in this place and paid too much for drinks. What now? More drinks! Yeah, that's kind of like, I just watched, what was it? Frequently Asked Questions About Time Travel or something like that. I just watched that for the first time last night. And that was also pretty much their solution to all their problems was more drinks. More drinks! Uh-oh. He's taking the pill. What happens? Oh, he's seeing cupids everywhere. Probably not a good thing for him. Oh no. He goes, oh no? Uh-oh. That looks like a bad deal for him. Anyway, this looks like an okay book. Has anybody ever read this? Probably not. Alright, moving on. Moving on. We don't need to sit here and like spend 10 minutes looking at some book out of the 75-cent bin. Picked this up. Action Lab did a couple interesting books. I liked Gun Cats. I think that was one of their books. And I'm looking at this and I don't really... It ain't doing anything for me. Alright, well, that was a wasted pickup. And then this was an Antarctic Press book from the mid-90s. I saw that logo and I'm like, oh man, I gotta get that. I don't know anything about it. Cell. Presumably it's not about cell phones turning people into zombies. That's actually some pretty nice black and white work here. This is some pretty good line art. I don't know what's going on, but, you know, looks, man, somebody's about to get it. Look at that. Somebody is totally about to get brained. Bamf is the correct sound effect, I think. And hey, if you're out there, just wait. Oh, so they were like beating up this dude, and now there's this like, she comes across this like naked dude laying in the alleyway. That's weird. That's totally weird. Yep, he's totally butt naked, like literally. Oh man, look at this. There was a Warrior Nun Aurelia and Evangeline crossover. Does anybody know? Is this any good? Who did the art? Like, this cannot be like Rob Liefeld art inside, right? But think about it, that could be pretty good. Like, just turn off your brain and enjoy the action movie. Now available from Antarctic. Oh man. Look at this. They only made 1,000 of this special edition right here. $12 for it. $12. They made 5,000 of this red edition. Man, $12 was a lot of money in the mid-90s. Nowadays, $12 is like nothing. There's been so much inflation, but back then, that was a good chunk. Oh, Magazine. Volume 2. Issue 44. Evangelion, baby. I love looking at old ads and stuff. Seeing the things people did back in the day. Boy, I wonder if old issues of Gold Digger are actually worth anything. Probably not, but man, if I'd had money... Look at this, $4 an issue. $4 freaking bucks. That is so expensive, man. I can't believe that. But like getting into Gold Digger like back when it was new, that would have been a pretty fun ride. I've read some old Gold Digger. I've read some newer Gold Digger too. It's always interesting, and I love Fred Perry's art. What year's this comic from? Cell? This is from, it says 1996 on the cover here. September 96, issue number 1. $2.95 or $4.10 if you happen to be born north of the border in the Great White North, in the frigid wastelands of Canada, the land where the moose hunts the man, the land where hockey reigns supreme, where anybody at any time can be challenged to a puck-off. Yeah, you heard me. Oh, man. Hey, did I do a plug and ask you to hit that like button? If I haven't done that already, just pretend I did and go hit that like button right now. Because we could use some more likes on the stream, man. It's only through likes and interaction that the stream grows. Man, I'm back here looking at this ad again. I've never even heard of most of this stuff. Oh, adults only. Oh my. Tank Vixens. So looks like I should I should go tell Mori Kyopa about, hey Mori, I just heard about this comic book called Tank Vixen. You should look it up on stream. Hold on. I think he's still streaming. That catalog had books with today's prices of $4. It sure did, man. Mid-90s, $4. That's how indie comics used to be. They used to be more expensive than mainstream books. And now the tables have kind of turned, man. You know, you get mainstream comics that are like $5 or whatever, sometimes more. I was looking for an example here in the books I bought, but I don't think I have anything that costs more than $4. Oh, actually, the indie book costs more than $4, so I guess it's still true. But everything else I got here is just $3.99. We'll get to that. I'm going to go see what Mori Kyopa's doing, because I'm going to see if I can troll him a little bit here. Let me see. Oh, good, he is still streaming. Hold on. Let me look up Tank Vixens and make sure that there's something inappropriate. Oh, Lord. The first link to Tank Vixens goes to wikifur.com. Whoa. Okay. Oh, this is so inappropriate. I gotta see if I can troll him on this. Alright, let me, let me pop over to his stream. I guess I'll have to put sound on for his stream. Let me, mute this for a second. Let's see, let's unmute this. Oh, he's kind of loud. Hold on. Let me turn that down. Sorry, we're totally going to troll somebody here real quick. We're doing that stream sniping thing, except we're not actually sniping him. Man, Mori, I was just doing my Wednesday stream on YouTube, and I saw a comic that you might like.
It might be quitting time. I'm like fucking headache, hungry, thirsty.
In an ad in the back of an old comic.
Here an hour and 20 minutes ago.
All right, let's see if he responds to this. Let's see if he responds to this. Oh, let me show this. Let me show the stream. Hold on. There we go. So, oh, it took the chat away.
We got some pretty shitty setups.
Boom. There we go.
Fucking 5 years ago, really? I was just doing my Wednesday stream on YouTube, and I saw a comic that you might like in an ad in the back of an old comic called Tank Vixens.
Let's see what happens. I can't see the chat, but let's see what happens. Was he about to pull one out?
I don't know what kind of comic book reader you take me for, sir. But
I don't know if you could hear that.
Tank Vixens sounds amazing.
Okay. Looks like he's not going to look it up on stream. It was worth a try, though. It was worth a try. I like that guy, man. He's a hoot.
Alright, fuck off.
Let me go ahead and get his stream out of here. It was a worthy attempt. It was a worthy attempt, guys, to try to troll Mori. It didn't work out, though. Let's get our music back on. This is Incantation, track number 6 off that album. So yeah, absolutely crazy comic prices in the mid-90s, man. Like, that book is advertising stuff that's more expensive than, or, well, not more expensive, like the same price as all of these books I got here. Alright, so that's the free stuff I got today. Oh, that AP book is a little bit bigger than the other two. Hold on, that's interesting. I have to use, I think the same bags I have will fit, but it's just a little hair taller. Alright, so next up on the list here, Robin. And if I remember at the end of Robin issue 1, he kind of died. She killed him. So this is a very appropriate cover for the book. Now, I don't know what's going to happen in this, because it was like all Mortal Kombat-y, you know? So we'll see what happens in the next few days if Mori actually looks that up, because that'll be really funny if he does. But yeah, he died at the end of the last issue. I like her face paint, man. The little Punisher skull thing. Let's see. He wakes up, so he didn't actually die. Ripped his heart out. After each of you has died at least once, the true tournament will begin. Oh, lame. Lame. All deaths are not final. Why would you do this to me? Like father, like daughter. You know, I knew there's somebody on Twitter that didn't like the portrayal of Crush in, like, anything that was modern, because isn't she supposed to, like, hate her dad or something and not want to be like him? I forget. But that's not a character I know a whole lot about. Wow. What is going on here? Ugh. I hope it's related to the carnage and we don't have, like, something untoward happening on the next page. Let's find out. Next page is an ad. Alright. Saved by the advertisement. I would make a joke about ads and stuff, but it is good that they're at least advertising their own products in their own books. There was a Twitter thread earlier. I'm trying to remember it now. No, you can close it. Oh yeah, here it is. So it was Brian Ball. And I had to open this up in Edge because Richard Pace has me blocked on Twitter for some reason. So I opened up an Edge without being logged in. So Brian was like, oh, corporate comics, penciler, inker, colors, letterer, writer, editor, heavy marketing budget, indie, not including Brian Pulido. Oh, look, it's just me. Plus an artist. And then Richard Pace, corporate comics marketing budgets are a myth. Like true love. Right, they buy ad space in their own comics so they can both both game reach metrics without doing any hard work or taking any risk. With the next decade, we see non-super Western works outshine the super titles. I don't. But that's nice, Mr. Chris C. Norris. But yeah, this was, I got a chuckle out of this once I actually saw what it was. Because he's kind of right, man. As big and rich as these companies are, they ain't got no money, man. They ain't got the cash. They ain't got the De Niro. They got nothing. They got a hope and they got a prayer, and that's all they got, man. So having to take out ad space in your own books, it's pretty normal. But man, hold on. Let me flip through this real quick. Cinema's backing off and pull for greatest heist yet, but at what cost? A new graphic novel for young adults. How many ads in here are not them? Let's see. Batwoman on the CW. That Crush and Lobo book. Poison Ivy. Is she kissing? Who is she kissing? I can't even tell who she's kissing there. Is that supposed to be like a young Bruce Wayne? Probably not, given the logo in the corner. Probably not. And she's supposed to date Harvey Dent, right? That way Harvey Dent can turn to Two-Face. I saw the cartoon. I think all the ads... Oh my god, all the ads in here really are DC ads. Look at this. There's Dead Planet. Couple pages of content. Infinite Frontier. Wonder Girl #1. We need a Bunda check. And I guess that's supposed to be Ravager. And then a bunch of content. Ad for Stargirl Spring Break Special #1. Written by Jeff Johns. Sorry, Jeff, man. I don't think I'm going to go for it. And then we got a CW TV show. Another CW. Every ad in this book is for DC stuff. Okay, the way this works, or the way it's supposed to work. Let me marshal my thoughts for a second. The way it's supposed to work. So every one of these books costs something like 25 cents to print. You're going to print, like, I don't know how many Robins sold. Let's just say you print 20,000 of these things, alright? So, this is going to be... God, what is this? Something like this. So, here's your print run cost. It's $500. It's actually too low. but whatever. We're going to go with it. This is the printer cost. It's pretty negligible. The art cost, you got like 20 pages of art in here. That's going to run you like, let's say it's 22. No, let's just go with 20, make it even. So you've got $300 for the inker and the penciler combined. You're going to need like another $100 for the colorist. You're going to need like $50 for the letterer. The writer's probably going to get $100. So each page is as expensive as the whole print run, basically is what I'm getting at. So let's just call this $500 even. So let's see. So that's 5 times 20. So 5 times 20 is 100. So we got 100. Boom. So there's what your book costs to produce. When you put ads in your book, you're supposed to put enough ads in it that you recoup these costs before you sell a single one. This is how magazines and how comic books are supposed to make money. Now, do you think that the CW is paying money to them to put this ad in here? I can almost guarantee you that the CW advertisement space is gratis. Like, as part of the deal that got the CW the rights to these shows, as part of the license fee that they're paying to the other half of the corporate monstrosity that is Warner Brothers, they got this without having to pay in. And even if they didn't, this is still, like, let's say they did pay, and they paid some money in. Are they going to reach enough stuff here, enough people that they're paying 50 cents a book per ad? No. That's not how that works. Nobody is going to get, in your 20,000 copies, 50 cents per book for an ad. Maybe if you're advertising an indie book, the indie book dude might charge you that much. He's printing like, let's say 500 copies, and he charges you like $50 for the ad or something. Like, that's probably reasonable for indie because that's a very targeted market. This is a mainstream market. Most of the people are not going to pay attention to the advertisements in this dang comic book. So this whole thing, it's essentially like a loss leader, like what you do if you're a supermarket, man. They're not making any money from the ads in this book, which means they have to make it all up with sales. Now, they probably will, because they're charging, what, $4? Let's say, oh, can we look up the ads? Loving Brad, the notepad. Open the stream to see math. Bruh, stop being all smart like you're some sort of science doctor. Oh, man. Explode stars or something. But I am a science doctor. I'm a Dr. Science. Let's see. Does Comic-Con have numbers yet for comic books? Can I see what Robin #1 sold? What was that, like last month? April comic book sales. Here we go. Alright, Robin came in at number 7, but it doesn't give me a count. Man, Comic-Con, your page has gotten less useful lately. Give me a second, I'm looking this over. I guess I can show the monitor. There's nothing bad over here. I just can't see my chat right now, so if you're talking, I apologize that I can't hear. So we got Robin, number 7 right here, but we can't get the number from this page. If I click back here, monthly comic sales. It doesn't show the units. That's a little frustrating. What if we come down here? Let's see. Sales. Links for each item on eBay. Find the books. Okay, so what is this? Title, issue, on sale, publisher. So that doesn't really help me out here, bro. More detailed data may become available. Okay, well, we can make some guesses here. Because I know Berserker supposedly sold like 100,000. Did Geiger really move that many units? Holy crap. If it did, I applaud you. And then we get down here. Batman books usually sell in the high tens of thousands. So Robin's here. Maybe we can say Robin sold 70,000. So maybe they did make their money back without the ads. I don't know. I don't know, man. Your internet sucks, man. Hey, Mario Monkey, how's it do? How you doing, bro? Mad Science and Splunky somewhere in there. Definitely some Splunky. Okay, so let's just say, for the sake of argument, they sold 70k units. I don't know if this is right. So 70k at $4 is $280k dollars. So now we take out, let's see. This is the retailer, which means the distributor took that much of the money, which means DC probably took 70k from these sales. So DC might have just broken even. Maybe made a little bit of money. Because they've also got to pay about half of this. Sorry, I should totally do that. So DC had to pay 35 of this to the printer for those books. So DC took home maybe 35k. So that's a lot of work. Now this 35k is the grosses. So you got to add in their ad budget, their administrative overhead, because the secretary's got to eat. The person manning the phone banks has got to eat. The editors have got to eat. How many editors were on this book? Does it say? Here we go. Oh, and the cover artist. I didn't include the cover artist prices in here. That's probably another $1,000 a pop right there. Associate editor, editor, and group editor. So each of those people needs a cut. Plus you've got the other ancillary staff. Janitorial. Making sure that Big Daddy Warner up top gets paid. That's not a lot of money. And it's a whole lot of work to produce that book. Oh boy. Let's see. I'm good. Orc has been mad. Oh, work. I gotcha. Work has been mad, but still doing. Yeah, I haven't talked to you in a long time, man. Then again, I have been hanging out with the crew that much this past, I guess, year now. Life has just kept me busy on the weekends, man. Feel kind of bad about that. But it is great to see you. It's absolutely great to see you. Let's try a different album. I think we've probably looped around on this one by now. Yeah, we have. We're back on horns. Let's... That is not what I wanted to click. Let's try this again. Yeah, here we go. Let's try Immortals. Whoa! Action! Anyway, that's Robin #1, with a huge digression into math and stuff. Just make Ninja Weasel happy. Alright, Maestro, War and Pax, #5. This is the end of this mini-series. You had a good run, Maestro, but now Dystopia belongs to Doom! Bro. Nah, this ain't working for me. This ain't working for me at all. Hold on. I got the cure. I got the cure right here. Yeah, Space Church music. Let me up the volume just a little bit. There we go. Bootyful. See if Maury's still streaming. Oh, he is. I thought he was like gonna bail, but I guess not. Cool. Anyway, back to the stream. Doom. Which, in the previous issue, the Maestro outwitted the Pantheon, or whatever their names were. Those dorks that like are ancient and have names after like Greek heroes and stuff. He killed all of them, / they killed themselves with nuclear missiles, which gave Dr. Doom time to move into his city and take it over. Doctor? Oh no! The formalities are being attended to. The formalities are being attended to. This can only end in somebody getting obliterated. And the Maestro poisoned the wine. Oh dear. Oh, we actually skipped the rest of the story and went to the backup story. Epilogue remains the former aim base. Hold on, I'm trying to like figure out like exactly how Oh! Doom being Doom, he escapes. So I've now spoiled the book for myself. And then we have an epilogue where the Abomination wakes up. Who cares, man? Both these miniseries for Maestro have been kinda... They aren't teaming up. No, they're trying to kill each other, my dude. Because Evil Hulk and Doctor Doom, there's no way they can both get along. Although they do exchange the pleasantries. That's how you know the doctors are going to kill each other, by the way. If they exchange pleasantries and they shake hands, there's a fairly good chance that they're going to have to engage in rituals that we don't tell laymen about. And it will result in one of them dying. That's just how it is when you docked. Those are the rules. I don't make them. I don't make the rules. I just live with them. I just have to live in that system. He thought Abomination was dead. Hey! It's a future that's imperfect, right? I can't believe they ended the book on that line. If he does, he'll find the future imperfect. Lame. It's a comic book. Nobody stays dead. Nobody ever stays dead in a comic book. Not even Gwen Stacy. I can't believe they brought her back. Well, I can't believe what they did to her character before they brought her back. But then they brought her back. And it's like, she should have just stayed dead. What's next? They're going to resurrect Batman's parents? Oh, wait. They did that in Flashpoint. True. Yep. Doom is too prideful to even bear to team up. Oh man, don't make me get out Savage Avengers. He teamed up with Doctor Strange to take down, and Conan the Barbarian to take down Kulan Gath, okay? Now granted, he's Doom, so he was going to betray both of them in the process, but still. Gwen Stacy is every hero in the Marvel Universe. Not quite sure what that means, but I think I agree with it. What they did to Gwen is awful. Man, there's that comic, like, you know, Gwen, and she's, like, obviously, like, getting it on, and it's with, like, Norman Osborn. I'm just, like, gag me, man. Just, like, just puking all over the place. Like, just fountains of puke exploding out of my pores. Not even out of my mouth. That's how powerful the puke is. Let's see how Shadow Man is. Issue 1 was intriguing. Okay. Hanging out with Evil Death Loa. I can get along with that. This looks like it's going to be a lot more Shadow Man-y than the last miniseries, which never lived up to the promise of its first issue. Oh, yeah! I'm just going to appreciate that gory blood spray. He still has jazz musician in his background. I don't think in the previous issue he did any actual jazz playing. Let me flip through this real quick. But yeah, that's still his backstory. Mr. Boniface. In fact, a certain Loa tied to death, whose name I'm not going to say. Oh, they're bringing Ninja K back. Why did you cancel this book to begin with? Why cancel something if you're just going to bring it back? But I'm pretty sure issue 1, he got teased about still being a jazz musician from somebody. And it might have been Baron Samedi. I don't remember. This is a really great panel. I don't know why, but this panel strikes me as being pretty cool. I guess because they're so out of place. They don't, like, he looks like he's walking, but he actually looks like he's not quite walking. Like his step is too light. It's probably the hair giving off that effect. And it's probably not even, like, actually, like, levitating. It's probably just caught in the wind, which is what it looks like down here. But I really like that panel. It kind of feels like old school Vertigo. That particular panel does, anyway. Why'd they cancel any Valiant books? To reboot them! Why do you think? Oh, plus, was it last stream? Last year we were talking about the license to Turok and Solar, and how Dynamite doesn't have those anymore, so they probably want to relaunch stuff to incorporate those characters. It is nice cover art, too. You have a keen and discerning eye. That's a very striking piece. It's not like super realistic, but that's okay. It carries a mood. Like a casual glance, you know, this just looks kind of like a gray done background, but then you realize that's an eye, those are teeth. Marvel's the only character to stay dead? Yeah. How long is that going to last? We had the free comic book day preview early, and Unity is happening again. I think I saw an ad for that. I mean, you can do a lot worse. You can do a whole lot worse than going back and mimicking like some Jim Shooter piece. Definitely grabs your attention. The N64, yeah. Sort of, hey man, Turok. I've never actually played Turok. I watched somebody play a little bit of it a while back. Because I didn't have an N64. And it looked like a pretty good shooter. I gotta admit, like the only... Wow, Something is Killing the Children, number 16. I figured they were going to do a hiatus on this book, but they didn't. That is a heck of a thing to open up to for the first page. Like, seriously. It looks like it's Erica's origin story. So she beat up the monster, and then yep, there's like boss people, and they clearly want the lady to kill her, but she's not going to. Yep. I don't know where the story is going to go, man. After the stuff in the town got resolved, I'm not quite sure where you can go with that story. Hold on, let me go back. We got a whole bunch of chat that literally just happened here. Let's see. And apparently the new Harbinger book is just one guy called the Harbinger, but it has nothing to do with the robot that was the original Harbinger. Okay. The Turok controls are clunky. By the way, I read Eli Easy. I read the script for Unity 2000. It's literally all over the place. Oh well. Dark Hammer March Hare. Played Shadow Man on the N64 and PS1. Mario Monkey, I prefer Perfect Dark for N64's FPS. I never played Perfect Dark either, but I played GoldenEye. We did that... Somebody in my buddy's dorm had an N64 with GoldenEye. And man, I hated the N64 controller. Turok 1 and 2 are way better on the PC. Eli Easy, it was you that was playing Turok, right? That was you, wasn't it? That had to be you. Because there's somebody on YouTube, and I don't usually watch people play games on YouTube anymore. But I did pop in. I don't remember if I popped in while it was live or if I watched some of it later. It had to be you. Mario Monkey, sigh, yeah, I bet the PC was. March Hare, picked up Something That's Killing Children 12/16 today, and The Last Ronin number 3. Eli Easy, I think Jim had the right idea with Unity 2000, but the way he did it made Master Dark look like the hero, and yes, that was you. Alright, yes, I knew my brain would work. GoldenEye is good too. I had a lot of fun with GoldenEye, I gotta admit. I didn't play that many N64 games, but GoldenEye was one of them. I had a blast with that. Man, I gotta say, if we're going back to that era of like gaming, the Dreamcast. I really, really liked my Dreamcast. There's just so many crazy games on that platform, on that console, that it's just kind of like, wow. It's a little overwhelming. There's so much good stuff there. And there's weird stuff too. Like they took a lot of wild experimental shots that you don't usually see companies make in video games. I mean, you had stuff like Seaman, Shenmue, Crazy Taxi, the Sonic Adventure games. Like that's just totally off the wall compared to like their predecessors. So many crazy things, and it had some great top-down shooters. Gigawing was fantastic. So was Gigawing 2. Let's see. Skies of Arcadia. I think I owned Skies of Arcadia and never played it. I have games still. I have at least one game still in shrink wrap for the PS2 that I got like in 2002. Like, shameful. It's a shameful admission, but true. Dark Armor Marcher, if you got the first issue of Something's Killing the Children, I sure do. It's going for a grip these days. Really? Let's pull up eBay. Let's see what this is going for. Let's go ahead and put the last book out here so you got change of scenery. Your recently viewed items. Rags, 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 rags. Something's Killing the Children, #1. And I got a first print foil variant. Okay, whatever. These Something's Killing the Children #1 CGC 9.6 fourth print is $102. Is the asked price. Oh, here we go. Something's Killing the Children #1 first print cover A, unread, unopened. This dude wants $545 for that book? What on earth, bro? Here's a CGC 9. I'm not showing anything because I... Wait, am I even logged in? I think I'm... Oh yeah, there it is. There's my name. So yeah, I can't show eBay without potentially doxing myself. But Something's Killing Children #1. So 545, here's a CGC 9.6, $420. It's got 11 bids on it. Wow! The regular cover A is more expensive than the flippin' variant covers. Here's a 9.8, #1. Looks like cover A. It's $300 right now with 15 bids. #1 Frizzen variant, boom first print, $238. $33 for a variant I don't think I've ever seen before. That's not too bad. $220 for another cover. Dude, I should sell this book. I should totally sell this stuff. Oh my gosh. Your first print of Something's Killing Children, you send that off for grading immediately. Me too, Sigh, way too many games. Dune has a comic? Yeah, well this is a Dune prequel. It's the comic for the House Atreides prequel novel. But yeah, there's a comic. Easy Marvel published the original Dune comic in the 80s. And then Dark Emperor Marcher. Last I heard it's priced out at $800 on some sales. Wow! That's nuts, man. That is absolutely nuts. And this is going to sound crazy, right? Because I have every issue. I have like a first print of every issue of Something Is Killing the Children. This is going to sound crazy, and I want you to brace yourselves for my crazy. But I don't really understand the hype. After the first like 2 issues, I was mostly buying it to kind of mock the book. Issue after issue, the mockery became routine. It became rote because it was the same complaint every time. Like the joke, something is killing my patience. Man, that's crazy. Elizibar, rich AF now. Yeah, not really. March Hare says, I'm kicking myself for missing the boat on it. I'm glad I got on the boat. I don't understand the boat. I don't understand how this boat is floating. How this boat has not sunk right here. But I'm glad that I'm on the boat and that we're going from over here to over here. Are we going to the moon? Is this like Dogecoin or Dogcoin? Are we going to the moon? Now's your chance to pump it and dump it. I could, I guess, but I don't really roll that way. Pre-order the new hardcover that's coming out. Cool. It's not bad. A mediocre book these days seems like a hit because there's so much garbage being churned out. Yeah. Probably a fair statement. Alright. That's enough of me being amazed at the price of Something Is Killing the Children, because I am just absolutely, positively, completely, just like, I can't believe that book cost $800 on some sites. If you ask me, I'm like, yeah, that's like a 50-cent comic. Clearly, I would not make it in the speculator game. Alright, Dune, House Atreides, issue number 7. We got young Duncan Idaho on the cover. I'm not quite sure who the lady's supposed to be. Arrakis, desert planet. There's Leah Kynes. This has been a lot of fun, man. It makes me want to go read the prequel novels. It's been so much fun. Oh, man. Sorry, you couldn't see that. I was just reading this text here. This is gross, man. There's the Baron Harkonnen. So it's actually this Reverend Mother who is, I think that's supposed to be Gaia Selina Miriam. She's actually the one that infected him with the diseases that he has in the main novel. Oh, that's crazy and sick. Wait. Look at Thufir Hawat being a super bad dude. What a great panel to introduce a character, man. You got the bursting, like, gold colors from the sun in the background reflecting off the clouds. You got the blue, you know, the azure, little pink tones. What an introduction to the character. I applaud you. Let's look at the chat, since I was, like, getting all, like, pulled in over there. Let's see. Game Hunter, I need a PB sandwich. Yeah, Doom time. I didn't have a PB nor bread. Oh no, Eli Easy. Oh no. Kind of like 3 to 5 on a scale of 1 to 10 at a con. Cosplaying looking like a hard 9 because of the lack of competition. Can't wait for the film later this year. Also pre-ordered the hardcover for Dune. All I ask is the movie be better than Mortal Kombat. That's some hardcore training, man. Thufir Hawat coming at you to kill you. You don't want to be on the other side of that man. After all, the first step in avoiding a trap is knowing of its existence. Or at least some wise guy said something like that. Alright, we just got the comic shop news with the Sinister War, which I admit that sounds kind of interesting, but I'm not that interested in it. Way back in 1964, before most of the people reading this were alive, readers wondered how Spider-Man could possibly deal with an organized assault by a half-dozen of his deadliest adversaries. Somehow he emerged victorious from the events of Amazing Spider-Man Annual #1, although it was quite an ordeal. Well, that was 6. Now he's going to have to face 12. Welcome to Sinister War. Okay. I mean, you're trying to hype me up, and it's not really working. I could fake being hyped and keep reading this, but I don't know. how do I put this? How about something different? Like, we just have to go back to, like, the early 90s for, like, Return of the Sinister Six or whatever. Like, this has been done. Surely you can do something else. Now, granted, this is mixed up because there's, like, two groups of villains trying to kill each other. But I feel like we've done that many times already. Maybe not necessarily with Spider-Man, but, like, Avengers comics in general. Hey, this I actually cared about. So what's going on with Basilisk? What's the scoop? Sorry, I'm trying to angle this so you can see it. There we go. The Chimera, 5 individuals bound by a cult like hive mind terrorize small towns with their powers horrifying destruction. Reagan, one of the Chimera, escaped, has been in hiding with her murderous eyes bound, overcome with guilt, till a victim from her... Okay. Well, I was kind of interested in that, but by the time I got done reading it, I am not interested in anything. Checkmate number 1. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Oh, Brian Michael Bendis. Never mind. Crush and Lobo. Oh, that sounds interesting. Mariko Tamaki. Oh, never mind. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Tea Time number 1. Written by Mirka Andolfo. You have my curiosity. Rupert Gills has been many things. Sunnydale's foremost occult expert, high school librarian, mentor, and father figure, but Buffy and the Scooby Gang are totally unprepared for Giles the Vampire. With the Watcher's cunning, experience, and intimate knowledge of the Slayer, will evil finally prevail? Most enjoyable members of... Okay, I kind of lost interest in it because I don't really care about the TV show. Now, I like the Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie from the 90s before the TV show existed, but nobody else seems to like that. Let's go back here. What do we got? You like Easy the Game Hunter. I wish Marvel just did what they did in the 90s with tie-ins instead of making us buy an extra one-shot we don't read. And also stop making events 30 issues long that only need like 2 issues to explain. Eli Easy's dropping fire, man. There are a lot of villains from the 90s they could bring back that were like huge deals back then, but then turned out to be one-offs. Hold on, I'll get back down there in a second. Shh, don't tempt Marvel, says Mario Monkey. They will revive One More Day or the Clone Saga. Hey, compared to a lot of modern books, the Clone Saga is like golden. And in fact, the Clone Saga is not that bad. It just went on for too long. That's the real problem. Like, if they just kind of gotten to the point, would have been fine. Well, did you hear they are redoing it? Oh, man, hold on. Back to the clones. Back to the clones. Do you remember the Spider-Man cartoon? Right? You remember the Spider-Man cartoon from the 90s? Everybody remembers the Spider-Man cartoon. Alright, so you got Peter Parker, right? And you got Mary Jane. And then what happens? They get married. Only it turns out that that's not actually Mary Jane, it's a clone. So they didn't get married, and she evaporates, and we never ever see the real Mary Jane again. I'm still bitter about that 30 years later. Instead of resolving that stuff, we get an issue where Spider-Man goes to the real world to meet Stan Lee. Or, not an issue, an episode. Screw you, Marvel cartoons. Oh, boy! That was like a surge of emotion right there. Let's see, what did you hear? They were redoing Inferno for X-Men. No, I hadn't heard. Same here. They're actually doing the Clone Saga with Miles right now. Gotta love editors. Want Tom DeFalco back as the editor for Amazing. That'd be pretty cool. Oh, heck yes, I love the 90s Spider-Man. Everybody does. Lol, and a yep with a flat face. Yep. This is my life. Oh, hey, I watched, before the stream here, I watched All-Star Superman. I'd watched it once before and I didn't like it. And then I was watching it with somebody that hadn't seen it before. And I actually really liked it this time. And He finds MJ off screen. I don't remember him finding MJ off screen, but that's really great if he does. All-Star Superman turned out to be nice. I didn't like the voice actors for like anybody, but the movie itself was pretty good. It like gets to kind of the heart of like Superman, and I dug that. And then Luthor turns out not to be an irredeemable bad guy at the very end, which is also great. Anyway, let's get back in here and see what else we got in the comic shop news before I get diverted again. Also, I did really like this piece of art right there. That's kind of cool. Alright, what else we got here? Infinite Frontier Secret Files #1 one-shot. Then why is it a #1? Why do you have to have a number? If it's a one-shot, you don't need a number. You can just say the book is titled Infinite Frontier Secret Files, and this is not a serialized magazine. It's just a book. It doesn't need a number. Green Arrow 80th anniversary. Who cares? Alright, moving on. Dynamite Lives #1. Fred Van Lente, after trying to losing their first chosen one against a zombie plague, Vampire Fear, and remains of the project, superpowers live for a new... Who cares? Alright. Good Luck #1. Who cares? Heroes Return #1. I already made fun of that. There's no point in making fun of that some more. I thought this was already out. Oh, no, wait. It's Heroes Reborn, right? So Heroes Return... Oh my god. Is there another... Is there another freaking Heroes whatever event right afterwards? Dude, that's stupid. Oh, that's a pretty cool piece. I don't like the way Mr. Fantastic looks, but Doom looks awesome right there. On his wedding day, Doom achieves his ultimate revenge. It's really a shame that these books are all being written by that guy up there. I will not read anything he ever writes. I just will not. I don't care if he writes the best thing ever written. Dan Slott did what he did to Spider-Man, just like Nick Spencer did what he did to Captain America. And neither of them should be able to work in any industry. They should be on the street corner, and they should be begging for scraps. They should be begging for handouts from people that hate them for what they've done. In Minecraft. All-Star Superman's really awesome ideas. Yep. I hate these 8th anniversary books. Remember when they did anniversary issues just for the main book? Yep. Space Pirate Harlock. From Ablaze. That actually sounds like that might be fun. Spawn Universe. I didn't get into any of that. Really, if they want me to buy Spawn books, Todd needs to start drawing it instead of just writing them. Static Season 1. I thought this already came out. Didn't this come out? I know I saw, like, pages of this comic already. Didn't this come out? Was it just a preview I looked at? I feel really bad now if I looked at something and it wasn't, like, the current book, because I was talking to, the Game Hunter 09, not to be confused with Eli Easy the Game Hunter. Hate these 80th anniversary books. I remember when they did anniversaries just for the main book. Yeah, they should have let Zdarsky write Fantastic Four. I would have rather Chip Zdarsky write it. Spawn Universe needs to reveal the other cover so I know if I want to buy every cover or not. Ooh. You were looking at spending way too much money. Oh, Web of Spider-Man is coming back as a mini-series, not an ongoing. What's wrong with you, Marvel? There should be 3 Spider-Man books every month. 4 if you want to go crazy. Okay, you need amazing, spectacular, web, and no adjective. You don't need anything else. You don't need 700 mini-series. You don't need all this crud. You put out a Spider-Man book every week. You will meet all the demand for Spider-Man products that exists by doing that, and you don't need to go have Spider-Man King in Black 27 one-shot with Carnage. That's stupid. Oh man, I'm getting too worked up. We're gonna have to stop. I'm getting too worked up. Just after Wonder Woman's 80th anniversary. We're done. We're done. I'm just closing it. I'm closing it. Oh, it's W-E-B. Did I miss that? Did I miss the periods? You know, because the Web, the W-E-B, was already taken as an Impact character. I don't see periods here, but I'll take... Oh, the Worldwide Engineering Brigade. Meet the Worldwide Engineering Brigade in this new series. No, No, I don't want to meet the Worldwide Engineering Brigade. I want Web of Spider-Man, where Spider-Man goes and fights Tombstone to stop the drug trade on the East Side. That's what I want to read. I don't want to read about a World Engineering Brigade. This is Spider-Man, the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. If he was doing stuff outside of New York, he had better have a darn good reason for it, like the Daily Bugle sent him over to Europe to take pictures of something. Oh my gosh. Oh. Stop making Spider-Man Iron Man. Yeah. The Iron Spider thing was kind of cool. And you know what happened? Spider-Man went, forget this. I'm going to go fight evil with my spider powers. I don't need Tony Stark's technology to do it because I am Spider-Man. I remember that that issue of whichever Civil War book it was, when some like lizard-powered character came over and was going to like stick him with the stuff, and she was all like, I'm going to take you down, Spider-Man. And he's like, no, you're not. I'm the Spider-Man. And when you go back home and you fail, they're going to take one of these syringes full of nanites that suppress powers, and they're going to inject you with it for failing because they don't need losers. Because I'm the Spider-Man. Like, that's how it rolls. That's how Spider-Man is. Sure, in like Return of the Sinister Six, he busted out like the web shooter cannon or whatever, and like the heavy armor and stuff. And then he never used it again. He never needed that crap again because he wasn't walking around with broken ribs from the freaking Sandman punching him. Who knew I could get this emotional about Spider-Man? I haven't bought a Spider-Man book. No, that's not true. I haven't intentionally paid for a Spider-Man comic since like One More Day happened. I've actually have gotten a couple out of the 50-cent bin, and I'm not counting like old books from before that, but like since then, I haven't went and bought one of those stupid comics because nothing after One More Day is part of Spider-Man. It's just not, guys. A Spider-Man who would sell out his marriage so that an old lady who lived a long and fulfilling life could live for like 2 more years in a world where he's probably going to go to prison doesn't make any sense. They also live in a world of super science and super technology. Tony Stark could fix whatever was wrong with Aunt May. Wasn't it a gunshot or something stupid? Like, he's got crazy super nanites that strip people of superpowers. You're telling me he doesn't have a crazy nanite that knits holes back together in people and replaces them with scar tissue? That's stupid. If Spider-Man really wanted her saved, the deal should have been he goes crawling to Tony Stark and he's like, Tony, save my aunt, and I'll turn myself into the police right now. You can arrest me and throw me in prison. That is the deal that would have made sense for Spider-Man. He takes the consequence just on himself. He doesn't make the rest of the universe pay the consequence for his actions. And I do remember in that comic book they had the butler, whose name I just suddenly forgot, from the Avengers Mansion, there. Like, he was there at the hospital where Aunt May was. Like, let's see. Eli Easy says, I have been buying Spidey just for covers. This last reboot has been garbage. I think Mario Monkey's mind just exploded. Eli Easy also says, I agree. Spidey ended it One More Day. And he says, renew your vows. I really enjoyed Renew Your Vows, man. The dozen issues I have of that were a lot of fun. I guess I did buy Spider-Man books, but not the main continuity books. So I'll split some hairs right there. March Hare picked up the Symbiote Reality Mini. It was okay. Jarvis! Thank you so much, March Hare. You'd think I would remember that because of the supercomputer in the Avengers movies, and also that was the butler from the Peggy Carter series, which sadly did not go on as long as it should have, but on the other hand, man, Season 2 was kind of a chore compared to Season 1. Season 1 was kind of a joy. Season 2 was kind of a... You had to drag me kind of kicking and screaming through about half of it. I thought Spider-Girl was the next evolution Spidey, and they bleeped it up. Yes, they sure did. They absolutely sure did. Man, my camera mount thing is like a total mess. It's mounted on a ring light, right? And the ring light is at like a 45-degree angle. I don't know how this thing is relatively like level here and actually hanging on place on the camera thing. That's ludicrous. All right, I should probably get wrapping up here. It's 9 o'clock. I've been going for over an hour, and you all are probably getting sick of hearing me. But I did want to show this off just in case you didn't watch my garage sale finds video. This cool little fake book that I got. It was like $3 or something. And I'm going to be storing like postcards and stuff from Kickstarter campaigns in this thing. Pretty cool. I really am glad I went out garage selling. Alright. Eli Easy, need to eat. Have a good one, everybody, says March Hare. Chance comes in at the tail end. I missed all the fun. I'm afraid so. Excuse me. I need to get going. I'm starting to feel my ranting there towards the end kind of has me feel like I'm going to be losing my voice here. And March Hare says you scored at the weekend or at the flea market last weekend. Awesome. A magic book. Yeah, Mario Monkey. Anyway, it was great to see so many familiar faces. If you haven't hit that like button on your way out, go ahead and hit that before you go. I appreciate that. Otherwise, you all have a great night. I may bump into some of the rest of you in text on some other streams or something here, and if so, fantastic. If not, I sure hope to see you again next week and all that good stuff. So take care of yourselves, and bye-bye, everybody.